They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Hey, 5. 12. Yes, sir. 17. Harbaugh.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
11.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Running left, it's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Barkley.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need 1 more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
12.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got a man. Complete. A huge play there for Denver. 62 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ric Flair.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ric Flair. Go, 12, go. Super.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Okay, ready?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Broncos 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Louis. Here we go. 76. 76.
Now it's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And this throw will be intercepted. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on first down.
A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out.
And the Giants add 6 to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
That one deep for Marshall.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's fielded at the 45. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and a couple.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative.
After the interception, here's Goff.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
From his goal line here, Goff. And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
I've got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
My D, bruh, is crunchy.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Talking on the game, baby. I'm talking to the game.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Listen.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
5, 12.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Open man is Ross, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Tiger.
Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And the Broncos first down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll go to Barkley again. And some space here. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Barkley inside handoff. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. A handoff, Barkley running left. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because, oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mavericks! Orange. Super one! Hardball!
In motion right goes Sutton. Now Goff on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Play action. It's Goff. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Obama, Obama, Obama. What's that?
Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hold on. Check. Value 1. Hey, 5.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is up and over for the 2 points. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5.
1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. In motion goes the tight end. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Giants 43, Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Denver
17.
offense at the line, ready to go.
17.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff taking a shot here for Marshall. And this one is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Corner blitz got home there. Pat Surtain, the one that dropped it. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively.
Taking it right down Broadway. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
score Giants 33, Broncos 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Louis. 76, tell him. 76. Here we go. 76. What's that?
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Shell. Turbo.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Super 66. What's that?
Throwing on third. Goff.
That one deep for Marshall.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
76. 76. 76. Hey, lift. 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 Listen, 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 listen. 5. 5.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on fourth down, but they're going once more.
12. Turbo.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
113 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why